Hey guys, this is Zanali and I am back with a new tutorial. This tutorial we would be discussing another problem regarding D'Alembert's principle. So guys, before that, if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, do subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon to get the notification about the newly uploaded videos. So the problem consists of the three blocks having the weight as 250 Newton, 1000 Newton and 500 Newton respectively. The coefficient of the friction between the blocks and the surface is 0.3. We need to assume this pulleys to be smooth, and we need to determine the force P when the body, that is the system of these three blocks, moves with a velocity of 3 meter per second after moving 4.5 meter from the rest. Okay, so from this data we can determine that the initial velocity would be 0 and the final velocity would be somewhat 3 meter per second. That has been given, and the distance is given as 4.5 meter. So by applying the laws of motion, that is v square minus u square, that is equals to 2ad. So placing this value, so we would be getting 3 square divided by 2 into 4.5, that is equals to acceleration. So from this the value of acceleration comes out to be 1 meter per second square. Okay, so we have obtained the acceleration of the body as 1 meter per second square. So the acceleration of individual block would be also 1 meter per second square, means this block would also move with an acceleration of 1 meter per second square. This block would also move with an acceleration of 1 meter per second square, and this block would also move with an acceleration of 1 meter per second square. Okay, now let us draw the free body diagrams of each and individual block. So here the tension in the string we are assuming as T1. So here also the tension in the string would be T1 only. Now as the strings are different, so the tension in the string would be also different. So we are assuming the tension here as T2 and here also as T2. Okay, now the weight would be acting in the downward direction, that is 500 Newton. There will be reaction R from the surface. We are assuming, or we are naming it as NA. Let us take this as block A, this is block B and this is block C. Okay, so this is NA, and definitely this block is moving in this direction, so the frictional force would act in this direction only. So the frictional force is acting in this direction, having the magnitude equals to mu into NA. Mu is given as 0.3, so it would be equals to 0.3 into NA. Okay, now for the block B, the weight would be acting in the downward direction, that is 1000 Newton. Okay, and here one component of the weight, that is 1000 into cos of theta, and here there will be another component, that is 1000 into sine of theta. Okay, and the angle, that is nothing but it is given as tan theta equals to 4 by 3. So the value of theta comes out to be 53.13 degree. Okay, and there will be reaction R, we are naming it as NB, and the frictional force would act in this direction, having the magnitude equals to mu NB. Similarly for the block C, the reaction R, that is NC, would be acting in this direction, the weight would be acting in this direction, and the frictional force would act in this direction, having the magnitude equals to mu into NC. Okay, so now we will be applying the D'Alembert's principle in the y direction. So sigma Fy, and there is no motion in the y direction, so acceleration would be definitely 0 only. So sigma Fy, that is equals to 0. Now for block A, so we would be getting Na, that is equals to 500 Newton. For block B, we will be getting NB, that is equals to 1000 into cos of theta, that is cos theta is nothing but 3 by 5, 1000 into 3 by 5. Okay, so that is nothing but 600 Newton. And for block C, the value of NC comes out to be 250 Newton only. Okay, so we have obtained the value of Na, Nb and Nc by applying sigma Fi equals to 0. Now, applying D'Alembert's principle, in x direction, so sigma fx minus mass into acceleration, that is equals to 0. Now for block A, so sigma fx, that is force in the direction of the motion, we need to consider as positive. So T1 would be positive. So T1 minus Fa, that is frictional force for the block A, that is mu into Na. So it is nothing but 0.3 into Na, that is 500 Newton. And minus mass, that is 500 divided by 9.81 into acceleration that we have obtained as 1 meter per second square, that is equals to 0. Okay, so from this the value of T1 comes out to be 200.96 Newton. Now we are applying the D'Alembert's principle for block B in the x direction. So we are taking this direction as x and this direction as y for the block B. So for block B, we are applying D'Alembert's principle in the x direction. So forces in the direction of the motion we need to consider as positive. So T2 would be positive. So T2 minus T1 that we have obtained as 200.96 minus mu into NB, that would be nothing but 0.3 into 600 and 1000 sine of theta. So minus 1000 sine theta, that is nothing but 4 by 5 minus mass into acceleration. So mass would be 1000 divided by 9.81 into acceleration that we have obtained as 1, that is equals to 0. Okay, so by placing these values or by solving further, we would be getting the value of T2 as 1283 Newton. Similarly, we are applying the D'Alembert's principle in the x direction for block C. So for block C, so P minus T2 minus mu into NC minus mass, that is 250 divided by 9.81 into acceleration, that is 1 meter per second square, that is equals to 0. Okay, so solving further, we know the value of T2 as 1283 Newton, NC is known as 250 Newton. So placing the value, we will be getting the value of P as 1383.48 Newton. Okay, so this is the magnitude of the force when the body moves with a velocity of 3 meter per second after moving 4.5 meter from the rest. Okay, so guys, that's all from my side. If you have any doubt, do comment in the comment section, and thank you guys for watching this video.